Welcome to the first day of training for our Microsoft Office Specialist Certification Exam. Woo, that's a mouthful. The program we're going to be using for our training is GMetrix Skills Management. We're just going to call it GMetrix. And you can see I've already opened it, but you're going to find this on the desktop. Now, this can be installed on your laptop, but I'll have to do that. So if you'd like me to do that, let me know. We'll bring your laptop up front in class and we'll get you all set. But in the meantime, you're going to need to log in to the desktop computers in the classroom. And then don't log in as yourself. Instead, you're going to log in as the SPHS student login. And if you need the password, ask me in class. Once you get logged in, again, on your desktop, you're going to go find GMetrix. When you open, this is the screen that you're going to see. So step one is you've got to create your account. So down here in the option under sign in, we do have sign up. So once you click on that, then it's going to ask you a few questions, and you're going to go through and answer those questions. I hit the U on my keyboard to take me down to the U's, save me a little bit of time. Then I shortcut. Then again here I can click S to take me down to the S's. And then you're going to have to make sure that you put your first and last name. Capitalization would be nice, so make sure that you capitalize that correctly. Click next. Then you're going to add your email account. Now this will have to be whatever your email is. I'll use the one here for school. Username, I maybe want to change that to something different, and then I would put in my password, whatever I want that password to be. So this is important for you to remember, and if you need to, grab a Post-it and write it down. Down here, secret question. This is just saying, okay, what if you forget and you need to come back and reset your password? So you can say, what is my middle name? And then you can put your answer. Not so secret. That's my maiden name. Before I got married, that was my last name, Christy McClure. So once I've created this, I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And it's asking me to confirm. And then I click create to create my account. You can see that I was successful. When I click finish, it takes me back to the main screen. The only problem is I've got to make sure that I sign in with that account that I just made. So I'm going to click sign in, and then I'm going to put in that information that we just entered and click sign in. This is going to take us to our start screen where you can see all the different options that you can use in GMetrix. Now the very first thing we need to do is let them know that we have access to a paid version. So we've got to go under access codes, and you're going to have to enter an access code to get started. I went ahead and copied that, so this is what you're going to enter, 04924-, and you do have to use the dash key or hyphen key, which should be 2 spaces over from backspace. Then you've got 12345 hyphen 71421. Once I click forward, that's going to go ahead and activate that access code. So you can see there's my code. Now, I'm going to go in and actually click here, so you pause, don't follow this part. But if I click back on home, you can see even though it shows no access code, there is one. It's there. It's just that I haven't used it yet. Once you've completed a test, you can see your results here in your portal. For resume test, if you create one and need to come back and finish it, that's where you go. And then here, new test, that's what we'll be doing today. So when I click that, that takes me back to the screen where you are. Now we are going to go for Word. No one has permission at this point to do Expert. So everybody's going to start out, oh, I'm sorry, this is not IBA. So for digital multimedia, you will click PowerPoint. For my IBA class, however, you'll be getting certified in Word. This is what we've been spending our unit doing. So for digital multimedia, again, you're going to click PowerPoint. Now it gives you 2 different options. Test mode, I've left it under training. And the only difference between these two, this is not the real test. The training mode is just training. It's not timed. The only difference, this one, it's timed. So we don't want to start with that one. So we're going to leave it with training and hit OK. It's going to bring you to the different programs that you can use and practice with. So you can see the number of questions that they have here. But no, we're not starting out with these. We actually do want to start out with the skill review training first, because that's going to give us 1 question at a time and then let you know immediately if you get it correct. So PowerPoint 2013 Skill Review Training 1. Since this is the first time I've loaded, it said that well, this one you won't get a message saying that it's with Office 2016, but you'll get a message telling you that you need to download test resources. Do you want to download them? click yes to download those resources. I can click OK, that'll close out and take me to my first screen. All this is doing is confirming what we've just said. So this is the right training, doing PowerPoint. Type concurrent does not mean anything that we need to worry about. And then just like the real test, the passing score for this one is 700, but you should have 1,000 points. So I'm going to click Start Test. Now, a little part of my screen here at the bottom is going to be cut off for you. So just a heads up, you might not see everything there at the bottom. But what we're going to do is just kind of walk our way through. So you can see that when I opened it, I've got two different screens. I've got PowerPoint up here, and then I've got GMetrix, the actual program, and you can see question number 1. This shows you how many questions there are. So there's 1 out of 40 total. And then this is, if you wanted to see your slides, of course, then you've got your slides here. So the first question says, change the page setup. Do you notice how that's bold? That's on purpose, because then when we go, that's where we need to find. We need to find our page setup section, and that's where we're going to be looking at. So pay attention to those words in bold. So change the page setup to have a custom size 7.5 width by 10 height, and an orientation of the notes, handouts, and outlines to be landscape. Ensure the contents fit the new slide size. Wow! So a lot of that you might not have seen before, or something that maybe you've never changed the slide size. So if we want to do that, we do go under Design, and then over in our option here, there's a slide size option. So we're going to go ahead and go down to Custom Slide Size. So that's where we got the custom. So we're going to change only what it tells us. So width should be 7.5. I can hit down, or 7.5. And then height will be 10. So this is measuring it in inches, but that's fine. And then the other thing that it told us to change while we're here, because we did custom, correct width and height. Now we want to change the orientation of the notes, handouts, and outlines. Notes, handouts, outlines. To be landscape. Now this last part, I haven't seen it yet. So I don't see anything else on here to change, and don't change it unless it tells you. We click OK. This is where it's going to tell us to ensure the contents fit. So we're going to click Ensure Fit, and then bam, there's question number 1. Now, once you've done that, you're going to click down here. You can see some different menu options that you've got. So if you didn't like the question and didn't answer it, you can skip, go to the next one, but we answered it. So we're going to click Next. It tells us that's going to accept our answer and tell us if we get it right or get it wrong. So we can see the pretty little green check mark, yay, which means that we got it right. Now, if you get it wrong, you can click Retry, and that will let you do that question again. Or you can click Continue to go to the next question. Now we're going to click Continue, go to question 2, and then once this opens, I want to talk to you about a couple of the other options down here on your screen. So again, part of this might be cut off, so if you can see the mouse and then it disappears, then just know that I'm down here at the bottom. But directly below here, at the bottom of our screen, it says Skip. Skip, again, just means you leave it unanswered. Beside that, it says Reset. So let's say that we did something and we messed up our slide and we said, oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Then you can come down and click Reset. That will reload that PowerPoint, reload that question back to where it started from. And then we know the next button is, of course, what grades it and tells us if we got it right or wrong. Over to the right, this little guy right here. See this light bulb? Hey, light bulb. So this guy is your new best friend. So let's say that we get into a question and we have no idea what it's talking about, or we tried it and got it wrong. So if you need a little bit of help, there's actually a built-in help feature here. So I can click on this little light bulb and this menu pops up. Now, if I click and hold the mouse down, I can also move it around. So don't think it has to be stuck like right there on top of your slide. So you can drag it over, move it around wherever you want it to be. So this tells us that if we want to use the new window, same question, you can see the question is in blue, and then the steps to actually do it are in black. And again, they bold our keywords. So we see go to View, click Window, click New Window. Then it says to go back to View, go to the window group, and click Arrange All. So basically what this is asking us to do is that we want to see this current presentation in a brand new window. Now, why would we want to see two? I don't know, but we're going to do it. So we're going to do the same presentation. That's what I meant. So here we click on View, and I can move this if I need to. And here it tells us to go To the Windows group, all that means, if it says group, it's talking about the little section names here at the bottom. And then we're going to click on New Window. So I do that, and it actually opens up another PowerPoint. So here's one, here's one. You can see that I've got both of them open here. So if I'm under my PowerPoint, it tells me to go back to View, and then when I want to do Arrange All in the window group. So that when I do that, hopefully we can actually see both of the PowerPoint. Now, I believe I messed us up. So that's what I'm going to do. I messed up the question, so I click Reset. It's going to take us back. This one's really fast. We click New Window. I'm going to go back to my original. I think that's what I didn't do last time. Now I'm going to click Arrange All. Bam, we got 2 copies. Now this would be especially cool if you had 2 different presentations, but it's a way to view more than one at a time. So there's my question. If I needed the help, I got help. If I don't need the help, I try it on my own. So if I click Next, this is going to take me to the screen. It tells us we got it right. Woohoo. And then I'm going to click Continue just to load the next question. I do want to point you right below the light bulb. There's an option of 3 lines and some bullet points. So if I click on this window, this actually shows us our question list. And you can see here that I've answered, and it should be green, I hope, if you get them correct, and red if you don't. But we can see green, those are answered. The gray means not answered, and then if I mark one, then that comes in as yellow. So this way, if I wanted to skip and go to a question that I knew how to do, something like change print settings, then I can click on that option, and I can click on Go, and then it's going to load question number 15. So you've got lots of choices, lots of options, and this program is to help you go through. And just a reminder for you, as you go through, if this window pops up over here too, you can click Close. We don't need that. But when you're in and doing the practice, remember that this is hard, and it's okay that it's hard. So you just need to make sure you stick to it. If you do these practices, we're going to get you ready for this test. And just a little kicker, make you a little hungry here. I'm going to take us to a little web page that talks about some of the different things that food we were talking about, that bribery I'm trying to give you. You can see, now this is brunch and pancakes and stuff. And yes, my husband does wear a big giant hat like that. But this is just kind of an overview. If you wanted to go online and be really hungry to start your day, you can click on the menu button and you can actually see a lot of the different things that they offer. Now this wants us to look at the buy the city, so we can do that. And that way it can show us our menu for that specific store. Look, it's even going to show you where it's at. Look at that. So if I click select, then I can look in and actually see what the menu is going to be. So this gives us dinner. You can see all sorts of things in here. There are also pictures as well. Maybe I just missed it. Look at that guy. But you can see different pictures of the food and different options. So if you want to get hungry, this is definitely the place to go to look. So remember that we're doing this because yes, Microsoft is good and important and stuff. And GMetrix, this program, even though it looks frustrating, and it will be frustrating, that's okay, because you're going to learn it, you're going to get it, you're going to do it, and we're going to get some food. Let's go to it.